On the 26th of April 2023, the WWE exploded into action at the Utilita Arena, Birmingham, UK. To kick things off, the booming voice of Sarah Schreiber welcomed us all and introduced the one and only Miz to the ring. You've got to love the Miz, I'm sorry but you have. He began proceedings by taking the mic and letting us all know how grateful we should be to see him. At one point, he even said how he could beat us all up, to which my daughter shouted at the top of her voice, "Not my daddy, he'll beat you up," while I stared sheepishly at the floor, trying desperately to finish his catchphrase, "Burn it down!" Seth freaking Rollins. He didn't even speak. He didn't need to, as you can imagine. The crowd did all the talking for him. Or singing, should I say. It's incredible to hear that many people singing together as loud as they were. Something I'll never forget, that's for sure. The match began and it was as good as you would expect from these two pros. Seth finished off the Miz with a curb stomp and the crowd erupted. You can see why these two were first on. The crowd was fired up. Next to the ring, Baron Corbin to a chorus of boos. Rick Boog's music hit and after running around faster than my eyes could lock onto him, he entered the ring. He's a big dude, by the way. I sat down and before the people in front of me did, the match was over. Boogs had won. Can't have been 30 seconds. And off he went as fast as he came in. Corbin took to the mic and gave the "it wasn't fair, doesn't count" speech. He laid down a challenge for anyone else to come out, and the Brawling Brutes theme hit. Out comes Birmingham's own Pete Butch Dunne to a pretty good reaction. A good little match, and of course hometown Pete prevailed to another good reaction. Next up, it was Bobby Lashley versus Austin Theory. Well, it was for the US title, so we already knew what was going to happen there. Great match though, and everyone was happy to see Bobby. Bronson Reed made a run in at the end to attack Lashley, giving him the win via DQ. It's the Maximum Male Models' turn next and they take to the mic. They ran through the tour towns to let us all know how they were looking forward to the Paris show. Blah blah blah. Classic heel stuff and had the crowd going. Shoosh! Out came the Alpha Academy to a big pop. These guys were over in Birmingham. I have to say that it was one of my favourite matches of the evening. The hot tag towards the end when Gable tagged in Otis got a big pop and the Alpha Academy came out victorious. This was classic tag team wrestling at its best, and I have to say I was impressed with the Maximum Male Models as well. Here we go, the Raw Women's title match. Out comes Bayley accompanied by Damage Control, followed by Auska, and then of course our champion Bianca Belair. This was a great match and of course Bianca Belair was victorious. I'll mention her again later. But I have to say, Bayley is a star. She was so entertaining with the crowd and she still can't shake the "Hey Bayley" singing that haunted her at Clash of the Castle. The crowd love her. The same can be said for Auska, to be fair. She had plenty of fans there as well. Time for the intermission. Toilet, merchandise and drinks. Well, it was busy as you may guess. And we missed the next match. Completely. So for the record, it was Bronson Reed versus Dexter Lumis. Bronson Reed won and after the match, Bobby Lashley came in and speared Reed. And then Austin Theory came out for a spear as well. Something to make the fans happy. Also I heard from the merch stand. Time for the penultimate match. Dolph Ziggler versus Damian Priest, accompanied by our boy Dominic Mysterio. Judgment Day have got some serious heat, especially Dom. And Dolph Ziggler was pretty over with the crowd as well. Another good match here, but there was only ever going to be one winner. After his victory, with a little help from Dom, Priest took the mic, slagged off Bad Bunny, then introduced their leader, Fin Balor. That could only mean one thing. time for the main event. The lights went out and everyone's attention turned to the entrance.
Wrestling has more than one royal family.
As Downstate Kingdom blared out of the PA, the crowd went absolutely nuts. Cody was against the odds with this one, but after some interference by Dom and Damien, they were both ejected to great cheer and applause. Cody and Finn are absolute pros and it was a good match. The crowd were really into it. Cody won with a crossroads and the crowd went nuts again. He stayed behind to thank the crowd and sign autographs for the lucky fans close enough to get his attention. In fact, we left before him. As we were leaving the arena, we walked past the WWE tour bus. They were all on board, no doubt waiting for Cody to sign his millionth autograph that day. To sum up, no one puts a show on like the WWE. The night was seamless from start to finish. We were lucky enough to be seated on the floor about 4 seats from the entrance aisle, so we got to get a pretty close look at the stars. I want to say a special thanks to the man and his son sat next to us, who helped my girls get to the front for Bianca Belair's exit, and she touched their hands as she left. The look on their faces was priceless, and it's something they or I'll never forget. Sometimes with the WWE, I get so into the politics of title changes and match-up making decisions that I forget to enjoy it for what it is. I saw so many kids in awe of their favourite superstars, and the fact that stars such as Cody Rhodes and Bianca Belair, to name just two, make so much effort to make the night of young and older fans is really a testament to what the WWE is all about. It made me think back to when I was a kid. My dad took me to see the old school WWF. Cody's entrance could be compared to that of Bret Hart's, handing a weight belt to a lucky kid instead of a pair of sunglasses. One thing is for sure, the kids love him. As do most of the adults, to be fair.
Birmingham, did you guys have a good time tonight?